Alright, hello everyone. We're gonna play some more Wrath of the Righteous. So, we're back at the tavern. Let's regroup here. We're about to... I think we're about to assault the... I don't even remember the name. The barracks. Or something. Huh? Right? Yes. The Grey Garrison. Yeah. We're gonna attack the Grey Garrison. Before we talk to Irabeth, we have some loose ends we need to tie up here. Oh wow, I'm learning new expressions in English. Never used this one before. Bravo! Alright, where is that fucking idiot Nino? Let's tell her to get the fuck out of here. Yes, it's me. I don't want you in my party anymore. Do you really want to cease being my loyal follower and once again become a mere boy without any life? Fuck off, you can't. Yes, I'm sure, fuck off. That's a great saying, but hardly a cataclysm. Every ending... I'm not even gonna read your lines. Fuck you. Okay. We are free from that obnoxious cunt. So, let's go on with more important matters than that bitch. Let's forget about her. Let's try to talk to this guy again. Ulbrich. Oh, hey there. Just the lad I wanted to talk to. To your health, by the way. Ulbrich sips from his beer mug. I asked around about this here city and about the whole hubbub. Who a lot are fighting and why. And the more I hear, the less I understand. So you weren't lying about Canabres and the demons invading. Everyone from the tavern keeper to a knight is giving me the same hokum. They all say Sarkoris was burned to the ground by a bunch of Oglins 100 years ago, and Canabres, that god's forsaken village the size of a pig's snout, was turned into this massive fortress to defend against them. Which means I must have slept for 100 years and didn't notice a thing. So what am I to make of this? Am I the barmy one, or is it everyone else? Or maybe we've all been bewitched by Fae and are living in the yarn they are spinning. Talk about a doozy. Ulbrich scratches his beard. Oh, he is a companion? This dude? Really? Oh, dude. Oh, he's awesome. I want him in my party, but I don't know. I'm a big rooster, he's a big rooster. We might bang heads with him. But I kinda like him. Maybe I could... You know what? I think I'm gonna get rid of Scylla. Oh wow, I didn't know he was a companion. Okay, I want to ask you something, bro. He's a bro. We're gonna be friends, I think. Oh, that's right. I had a question of my own to ask you. Explain to me plain and simple. Back when we first met, what was that all about? How did I end up in that fortress with all the books? Why did I wake up right when you came? This is horse feathers. I'm gonna be Nino now. The real horse feathers here is how many questions you are able to ask without pausing for breath or letting me get a word in in edgeways. But I think he can take a joke. Let's go for it. There, I have asked them all. Just answer already, I'm all ears. Yeah, he can take a joke, he's a good lad. That griffon statue had stood in the library for decades. Does this mean I was napping inside the statue? And what woke me up was probably the grasshopper god smashing the city with his scythe. I'm a heavy sleeper, but no one could have slept through a whopper like that. No, it still doesn't make a lick of sense. The scary, larger than an elephant, this towering insectile nightmare wields a scythe made of bone. Larger than an elephant. It looked like 5 times the size of an elephant. What are you talking about? His wings are swarms of biting flies. Oh my god. And his inhuman eyes glitter with cruel intelligence. The scary demon lord of chasms, infestation, and locusts is believed by many scholars to be the Asher of the Apocalypse. He carved his realm from the raw matter of the abyss using the great scythe Rift Carver, a weapon he crafted from the remains of the strange creature his father, Pazuzu, mated with tens of thousands of years ago. The Scar and his cult long plagued the northern nation of Sarkoris, where his cultists were eventually driven into the Lake of Mists and Veils by Aroden. Yet upon Aroden's death, the Scar's influence on Golarion repent and burst. Oh shit. What did I do? What did I press? What did I press, goddammit? Maybe I said something about I want to know more about you. Yeah. Tell me more about your homeland. I'll tell you this, Sarkoris isn't a country, Sarkoris is a whole world. Just imagine. A lynx standing at the edge of snowy woods in the north. Perch splashing in the Selen in the east. Fury bumblebees buzzing over the blooming hills of the south. And everywhere you look, there are people, the likes of which you won't find anywhere in the world. They are the bravest in the battle and the fleetest in dance. Hundreds of tribes, each with its own legends, songs, heroes, gods and spirits. Now you tell me, could a land like that really have perished because of a few grasshoppers? I won't believe it. Ever. Alright, now your turn. Where do you hail from? Who's your tribe? Oh shit. I don't remember my past too well. Who I am, where I'm from. The memories are all hazy. Nothing fits with my background. I don't have any family, they're all dead. I'm a crusader, I don't have a tribe. I'm not really a crusader, I'm a mercenary. Our humble part is my own tribe, and it's all the tribe I need. I could go with that. I have no tribe, I'm on my own. The only that kinda fits with... if you don't know, my background is... the background of the character is that his village was... my character was a lumberjack. He was living in a small village. It got destroyed by demons, by a demon invasion. Almost everyone got killed. My character's family, friends, everything, brothers, were murdered on the spot. We barely tried to escape with our lives, with his life rather. And he came here to Canabres to find shelter, find a job, you know. But he was so unlucky that on the way he got attacked by demons again. They brought him in the town in a stretcher. So that's about it. So with that background, I think I should either go with this, I have no tribe, I'm on my own, or humble party is my only tribe. Yeah, let's go like this. And it's all the tribe I need. Right, you are. When we are left all alone, all you can do is huddle together with other orphans and castaways. I used to look down on people like that. I'm more than these vagabonds, I thought to myself, and now it turns out I am one. Well, if that's how it is, then no, I can't call your band my tribe, I'm sorry. But I will guard you like a mother bear guards her cubs. We might make it out of this mess yet. Oh, he didn't like what I said. You are from the Olesk clan, right? Tell me about it. Our clan is one of the oldest. Our history goes back to a time before Sarkoris was settled, when our ancestors lived in the mountains in the far north. Oh. Once their mountain home had become too small for them, they went down to the underrodden hills and forests of the south, drove out the monsters and the giants, and founded Sarkoris. Even back then, the Olesks were the first into every battle and the first to build a settlement on their land. People wrote so many songs about our deeds that if I were to start singing them all to you now, we'd be stuck here for a good month. Who routed the Orcish invaders? Who seduced the fake queen and stole her tiara? Whose apples are the size of a hair? And whose cider made from those apples can knock a bear out? That's right. It's all us, the Olesks. I mean, I guess your tribe is all dead. If giants lived there before your ancestors came, you can't really call these lands untrodden, can you? You're a laugh. You are saying giants are people? Have you seen one with your own eyes? They can't even speak our tongue. They just growl and fart. They may look like humans, but they are dumber than frogs. All they know is eating and fighting. They feast on human flesh, I'll have you know. So don't feel bad for those freaks. Our ancestors were right to cut them down. Oh, I don't have a problem with that. What was your role in the tribe? I was a chieftain. Oh, your majesty, you were a chieftain. And not by right of blood, like in some tribes. It takes more than being born in the right family to lead the Olesks. You have to earn that right from our divine patron, Airvar. The heavenly griffon chose me. Oh. Ulbrich chuckles mirthlessly. Except, as you can see, it didn't do my clan much good. The chieftain's duty is to be with their people. In peace and in war, in life and in death. And what did I do? Abandoned them. Abandoned them. There's no way... Oh my god. There's no two ways about it. I missed everything. I slept through everything. Okay. Yeah, tell me about your patron, the Griffon. Haven't heard this one name before. The Griffon whose beak has marked the sun and whose talons have raked the moon. Ulbrich crosses his arms in a ritual gesture. He's the ancient protector of our clan. From each generation, he chooses one who is worthy of wielding his power and leading his tribe. But ever since I woke up here, he hasn't spoken to me once. No prophetic dreams, no answers, no signs. His power is still with me, so he must be alive. Then why is he silent? What class is he? He must be a... He's certainly a barbarian, he must be. Is he a blood rager? What is he? Thank you for your answers. Let's... do you have any other stuff? No, eh? Okay. Short and sweet. Soft grass underfoot to you. Alright. Let's see. Dude, he's a companion, man. Where is he? Ah, he's a shifter. He's not a barbarian. Or is he? I don't know. Maybe this is a subclass. The proud and fearless griffon is a creature dedicated to protecting its territory. Maybe he will have a griffon mount. These regal beasts are revered as symbols of freedom and strength in many cultures. Neutral good. Oh, healer strength, good dexterity, nice constitution, good wisdom. I don't know the class, but I like the stats. Character. Athletics, he has good lore, good perception, mobility and athletics. He already has power attack. Nice portrait. He's a Chad. He's a Giga Chad. Tattoos and all. Everyone knows about the unfortunate fate that befell Sarkoris. Everyone except this mountain of a man who apparently slept through the last 100 years. He knows nothing about any world wound and he refuses to believe that his home is gone. He was happy to join the Crusaders without yet realizing the scale of this war or what is at stake. What was that ring? R&I family ring? Oh, it's Darren's ring. We'll never find what this is because we will just sell it, I guess. More money for us. And with that said, let's go sell stuff. Yeah? Yeah. Alright. Let's keep these. And make sure we don't sell anything valuable that we might need. Alrighty. 4K, nice. And we can also... Where are the books? Oh. Willow Wisp, and I'm using glowing ball. Let's read a bit. This session will be mostly about reading and organizing stuff. There will be no action in this tavern. I'm just telling you. If you want to skip to a later episode, do that, because I will be just organizing my party members, talking to them and reading and selling stuff and buying supplies. So. And I'm using glowing ball, which looks harmless and doesn't arouse any natural suspicion. It's just how I like to play in CRPGs, you know, and because I don't wanna stop recording all the time or then go back and edit for 1000 hours. It doesn't worth my time. So I'm playing the game like I would play in a stream or without recording if I was playing it alone. That's how I'm playing the game right now. So yeah, if you want to watch edited stuff, this is not the place. I'm just letting you know. You might already know, but I'm just telling you that, yeah. Alright, pretends to be a guiding light in the marshes, but leads travelers to a certain death. The agonizing fear of their victims is this monster's nourishing dinner. If you manage to resist their tricks, make sure you have some lightning protection. Yeah, I remember from Kingmaker. The monster shocks any visitors it fails to lure into terror. Werewolf. Werewolf prefers to hunt in groups and attack lone travelers. It's entirely possible that a Varisian camp or tribe could turn into a pack of bloodthirsty lycanthropes under cover of darkness. Ordinary weapons stand little chance against them, but a silver blade greatly increases your chances of survival. And primals? Powerful creatures of the primal realm occasionally visit this world for amusement. It's best to stay out of primal's way. Don't fight it, it's extremely dangerous. But if a life is at stake, resort to cold steel. Irabeth's letters. If you are reading this, know that I'm alive and I'm rallying a troop of... Maybe it's a letter from Mirabeth to her lesbian wife or something. Let's talk to them. Nothing. Maybe there's some conversation with Iraber that is to be had. Great Garrison stuff. Okay, we'll sell this then. The Crusades as seen by ordinary folk. I think I've read this. Yeah, it was a very boring story. Shadows of Absalom. One quant peeped through a slit in the window shutter. The visitor was staggering at the porch. No one has promised himself many centuries ago that Noah, let's say, that he would never have to deal with halflings again after the case of the clockwork head. Even the bleaching is better than some adventures. However, there was something disturbing in the visitor's appearance. Something was wrong. What do you say, Kexi? His assistant sees at the next window with yarn and knitting needles in her hands. Look at his clothes, they are second-hand. He's a hobo. He is, but you are not quite right. Look at his feet. Kexi clicked, trying to make out at least something in faint light of the lantern above the door. Are those... he was shackled? We shall need a doctor. As if to prove his words, the guest faltered and collapsed. Whatever. 1,000 revolutions. For the third night in a row, I've dreamt of the grey gardeners knocking on my door. I can't believe it is my turn to be cut down by a blade washed in the blood of 1,000 revolutions. As a wave of popular outrage washes over me, as my head tramples down the steps of the scaffold. We take up the sword, and by it we shall perish. Once we struck down the imperial scum, but now it is we who must face the blade. The insurgent beast called revolution will never be sated. The cruelty of the hoarders in power echoes in the cruelty of the paupers, now intoxicated by their own freedom. Change, country now of mad fanatics. Chaos. This is what anarchy is, essentially. Chaos. And it's so... my workshop has been converted into a secret headquarters. If I could do it all over again, I would repair to my easel and refrain from the cause that has sent me down this path. We wanted change, here it is. This is a country now of mad fanatics fighting their treacherous past every day. Former friends are today's foes. And this is what anarchy is, essentially. Absolute chaos. And do you know, I always laugh when I see someone giving an interview or in discussions on TV or YouTube or whatever other platform, and you ask, someone is being asked, what's your political background, and he says, I'm an anarchist. I immediately laugh. If it's a kid or a teenager, I get it, because, you know, teenagers and young people want to revolt because they don't know better. But when I hear an adult saying, like a 30-year-old or a 40-year-old or a 50-year-old, that he's an anarchist, I feel sad inside, because about how lost that person is, because he doesn't know essentially what he's saying or she is saying. Anarchy is chaos. Some people misinterpret anarchy with freedom, like do what you want, do what I will. But they forget the other part, that when everyone does whatever they like and what they want to do at any point and don't have restraints or whatever, then you know what happens? A dictatorship happens. Because the bigger fish eats the smaller fish in nature. And that's how it is. And nature is chaotic, don't forget that. It has some laws of physics and stuff like that, but like the abyss with demons, right? The bigger fish wins. By raw strength, by raw force, by brutality, by violence. So complete freedom means exactly like that. If I want to take your stuff and I'm stronger than you, I will take your stuff, and that's about it. You can do nothing to stop me. There are no laws. I don't have to justify myself to anyone. I'm stronger than you. I'll take your shit and then kill you too. And of course, the next day the same thing might happen to me. There comes a guy or a group An armed group, stronger than me, takes my shit, kill me. Or whatever else. They might do to me whatever they want because they are stronger. This is what anarchy is. Complete chaos. The stronger prevails. The weak are there to be exploited. That's done. There goes my small political analysis about anarchy. Oh wow, that's a lot. The notes of a traveling priest. Imagine this, a girl, whose name I shall not disclose, comes to town and immediately purchases the most expensive suburban villa. This newcomer spends unfathomable amounts of charity, even returning several tragically perished citizens to life at her own expense. Returning tragically perished citizens to life? She's very young. Her rough speech and manners indicate that she's not of noble birth. This leaves the whole town wondering, how did this young lady come into possession of such a huge fortune? And why does she spend it so eagerly? Does this have anything to do with Camellia? Those secrets were revealed to me when I was invited to the mysterious girl's house to provide healing services. The young lady reluctantly displayed something she'd been hiding from everyone. Terrible acid burns. She forestalled any questions with a single word. Ilthuliak. The monstrous black dragon's name was well known in the river kingdoms. Oh, I'm interested in black dragons because I will have a second bloodline and it will be a draconic one. And I was thinking about, I was always intrigued by black dragons. She had lived in the region for hundreds of years. She? Who, the girl or the dragon? Inspiring terror and emptying settlements. Yeah, the dragon. Of course it's a she. Many experienced dragon hunters attempted to put a stop to her, and all perished. No one knew where Ilthuliak's lair was, or where she would strike next. The wounds Ilthuliak's acid breath left on my patient's body were terrible, but her soul was hurt much worse. The girl and her friends had found the lair of the dragon. They could have gathered hunters to destroy the monster, but they instead kept silent in search of profit. When the lair's mistress was absent, they would carry treasure out, little by little. Ilthuliak suspected something was happening, so she set an ambush for the thieves and they were dealt with cruelly. My patient pretended to be dead, surviving while the dragon devoured the bodies of her friends. She had much gold left at her disposal, but it came with a burden of memories that recalled devastated cities and countless people burned by acid. Unable to tolerate the guilt, the girl tried to atone for ill-gotten gains with good deeds. Oh, I see. She had much gold left at... Oh, already read that. I was able to heal her physical wounds. When we parted, she told me she planned to spend the rest of her wealth organizing an expedition to Ilthuliak's lair to end the beast. I recently heard rumor that the villa has been abandoned for quite some time now. It's possible the owner left for other lands, but my heart tells me her bones lie in the lair of Ilthuliak, that winged terror and plague to the river kingdoms. I hope her home is somewhere near so we can loot her belongings. Fairy Tales of Avistan. A long time ago, in a time before remembering, there was a furious god known as Rovagug, a terrible giant worm with 1,000 teeth and claws. He devoured every world in his path, one after another. Mind you, if you don't know this, Rovagug is kept locked inside the magical prison in this world, in Golarion, in the depths of Golarion, Earth, deep in the earth, underground. And the keys to that prison, I think Abadar or Torag manufactured the keys and the lock or something, and Asmodeus, the Lord of Hell, holds the keys. But the great gods were displeased with the beast and delivered unto Rovagug their scourge. Many laid down their feuds to combine forces, mighty Torag, brilliant Serenai, vicious Asmodeus, crafty Calistria, cold-blooded Pharasma, and many, many others. Together they faced Rovagug as he arrived to swallow Golarion. Ah, that's why they buried him here. He came to this world. They didn't bring him to imprison him in the world. He came here to eat Golarion. The goddess of the sun, Saranaef, forbade Rovagug's death. Why though? This I don't understand. Why did Saranaef forbade Rovagug's death? And so the gods imprisoned the fiend deep in the ground, shackled and sleeping. Asmodeus himself would keep the keys to his bonds. The terrible monster remains there still, asleep in his prison. Whenever Rovagug rolls over in his sleep and scratches his back against his prison walls, the earth trembles and volcanoes spit fire. Awesome. Adventures of a fearless crusader, Briggy the sausage maker. What? For dinner, the wounded were served gabbard soup. This didn't surprise them in the slightest. They'd had the same dish for dinner for a week. The hospital's residents used to be lucky enough to get potatoes and even turnips sometimes. But about a month ago, the Knights of the Order of the Thrice Holy Shining Sun and Dissipating Darkness, scimitar of our beloved goddess Seranae, accidentally shot a catapult the wrong direction and annihilated the cart of the farmer who supplied the hospital with these vegetal delicacies. Ever since, the wounded only had gabbard soup for dinner, occasionally with a bit of protein when the odd cockroach crawled into the pot. After enjoying their delightful meal, the wounded stuffed their smoking pipes with something which rather more resembled hay than tobacco. Their bad habits demanded the inhalation of some smoke, or rather after mealtime, but with these practical matters happily resolved, they fell to talking. Which demon you think is the most dangerous? Asked Ulzik the spearman, scratching the stab of his leg with the strap of his arm. I think it's Abricandilus. Those monsters are cunning and sneaky, almost like Varisians, and their teeth are even sharper. Look! He illustrated his point for his comrades by holding up his remaining figures, 2.5 of them. It depends the way you look at it, answered Gregly the artillerist. Though she could hardly look at it at all. Her eyes were covered with bandages. Your Abricandilus are easy pickings, but Balors are a different thing. He hits you with his whip and your eyes pop out. She waved her pipe energetically, casting its contents into Ulrich's face, of course. While the latter was coughing and brushing himself off, Brigid joined the conversation. Balors and Bricandilus are all right, I suppose. Okay. Boring. Okay. I regret reading this. That was very boring. Anything else? Prodigal sons. Milligan studied him with narrowed eyes. You look awfully clean, he said. Where's the knife? In answer, the first shouts went up from the inn. Fire! Screamed Ilna, and then other voices joined hers. In an instant, Milligan's entrepreneurial instincts took over, and he sprang from the door, tossing the crossbow aside. Outside, the roof of the inn was already smoking oily black against the sunset, flame leaking through them. With a scream of pain, Milligan ran for the creek. I looked to Fargas, needing no further cue, which grabbed up armfuls of supplies and sprinted off. After 10 minutes of lipped brambles and ducked branches, we stopped to catch our breath. The smoke was still visible. That was close. You said selling. I thought, okay. A man's faith is a personal thing, he said, tying up the cloak. No, shut up. Boring. Why is this all boring bullshit, man? Can a mortal become a god? I have read this. Secret overlords, the essence of the world order. I think I've read this too. Yes. I think I have read enough books by now. Maybe I should stop reading from now on and only read the notables, because maybe only read this from now on, because I see most of the stories are very boring. Battle in the Valley of Fire. Argun was knocked flat. He laid gasping, arms spread, a lump of rage rising in his throat. He remembered his dreams. Black soil, red ravens in the empty sky, their coarse croaks ringing in his ears like a taunt. Conrad would never take Rostland, never. Aldori sprang to his feet, as if the blood-soaked soil was driving him forward. With a cry of rage, the Sword Lord rushed into the battle. The sky turned scarlet with blood as he furiously chopped off his enemies' heads. The scarlet horizon drew closer, and its roar nearly drowned out the sound of battle. Argon looked to the sky, and a fiery blast had descended upon him. There were no ravens that circled above him. The fearsome breath of the red dragons of Corral melted the soldier's armor and turned living flesh to ash and dust. Right. In Search of Joy, Confessions of a Heretic. I take a deep breath and stand still. I long to absorb every moment of joy, inhale the evaporation of someone else's soul from their thickening blood. The border between reality and dream fades. It seems that everyone beyond the wall can hear the throbbing in my head. But it's only my fantasy. A ringing silence fills the room. The fifth sacrifice has been made. My mistress, the most beautiful of goddesses, will be happy. I will take care of everything. Fragrant flowers, cut at the climax of their beauty, are now a part of the masterpiece, which is worthy of selling herself. So what if the narrow-minded priests rejected me and my gift? I serve the never-fading rose herself, not the worms that bind to her stem and suck at her life-giving juices. It won't be long now before I finish my job. I've already found the material. Her eyes are grey, and hair is dark blonde. This is fading into the dirt. I will rewrite her destiny. Bullshit. Cooking almanac. Okay. Okay. Ale, bourbon, herb. Done. Canabres has had no shortage of prominent figures, both those who have long passed away and those who still reside within the city walls, but it's safe to say that the greatest guardian there ever was, is and will be, is the silver dragon Terendelev. Among metallic dragons, I really like the name. Among metallic dragons, the silver kind in particular has high moral standards. Oh, does it? Although, like most of their kin, they often remain indifferent to matters concerning mere mortals. They find it unbearable to watch impassively as injustice and crime are committed with impunity. Gazing down upon Golarion from above, Terendelev has seen her share of injustice and violence. But no tragedy disturbed her peace more than Mendev's war against the Whirlwind. Drawn into action by her curiosity and her interest in the Crusades that paid for others' peace with their own blood, Terendelev swooped down from the mountains and walked among the humans, taking on their form. This world must have felt so odd to her, so different from her own. Luckily for her, Terendelev was not the only dragon living among mortals, and the wise gold dragon Halaseliax became a mentor for Terendelev and her sworn brother Sevalros, oh my god, who later mysteriously disappeared from history and human memory. During her life amidst mortals, Terendelev performed many heroic deeds. She fought terrifying abyssal spawn, kept Canabres safe from enemy onslaught, and personally saved crusaders in need. In one such excursion, she herself fell victim to demonic taint. Onlookers reported that her shining silvery armor darkened, her eyes clouded, and her speech and movements became ruthless and crude. but so great were her spirit and determination that she achieved the impossible. She overcame the seed of evil planted in her very heart and returned to good once more. Today, Terendelev is a living symbol of the resilience and stalwartness of Kenabres, which serves as a stronghold for crusades and humanity's bastion in the war against the demon threat. Interesting. Guino Pollen notes from my travels in northern Avistan. Oh, that's a lot. In the knowledge that the best place to observe the effects of extraplanar energy entering our world is the region formerly known as Sarkoris, I immediately set off for that desolate land. Upon arriving in Mendev and making inquiries to find a guide who would agree to escort me to the lands bordering the Whirlwind, I came up against an unexpected impediment. The local rangers and guides categorically refused to help me. Desna, however, smiled upon me and led me to local hunter. After 3 tankards of grog, he agreed to go with me to the Whirlwind and show me the area. By the time he had sobered up, it was already too late to reconsider. We had passed the last cordons and had plunged deep into the forest of Sarkoris. Even thousands of miles away from the planar rift itself, an attentive observer can discern the anomalies brought about by the whirlwind, insignificant differences that become more and more pronounced the closer one gets. The first thing that struck me were the unnatural trees that looked as though they had all been sketched from a single exemplar. Then the quality of the air changed. It tasted different with every inhale, from sulfur to caramel, from acrid salt to spoiled herring. According to the almanacs I had consulted on my journey to Mendev, one of the first signs of the whirlwind creation was towers of black smoke billowing up from the rift. The terrifying sight above the southern steppe and the tales of my guide confirmed that the effusion of ash and poisonous fumes continued to this day, although I did not expect the air there to taste like one was standing between the confessionals and the crematorium. As we journeyed on, we encountered the remains of dead livestock, dogs, and even people. Some skeletons bore the marks of demon claws, while others had clearly expired of rather more original causes. We even came across 2 perfectly mummified corpses that looked as though they had turned to stone. Skirting around a sparse and foreboding forest, we came upon a plain that was bisected by a series of unnaturally uniformed hills. I would have been only too happy to study said phenomenon, but alas, after several places my guide was hoisted up into the air and quite literally turned inside out. After shedding my blood-soaked frock coat and the encumbrance of my souvenirs collected along the way, I hastily withdrew. Not that interesting. The Keen Edge of Truth, Recollections and Admonitions of an Inquisitor of Asmodeus. Well, let's see. The demon lords, whose names are known to mortals, number no more than a few dozen. Far more numerous are those who aspire to that rank and their own abyssal realm, but who as yet are unable to make a bid for such power. There are hundreds, possibly thousands of such demons, but their names are known only to experienced demonologists, and to those unhappy fools who decide to sell their souls to the abyss and fail even to find a worthy patron for their trouble. Time and time again, one of these weaker demons will secure a resounding victory, scale the heights, or should that be sink to the depths, of the demon hierarchy, already fan crying themselves a demon lord, when they soon make a misstep and die an inglorious death. The fate of such a demon could serve as a lesson to the rest. But if demons possess the capacity to learn from their own or others' mistakes, would they even be demons? No. A stubborn refusal to learn is one of the major flaws that distinguish the bedlam of the abyss from the well-ordered hierarchy of hell. The demoness Isiagna, she of the sevenfold swarm, serves as an example of such a fall from disgrace. From grace. one of the many daughters of Lamastu, she possessed 7 bodies, 7 mortal women of the various races of Golarion, each with an ant's head controlled by one hive mind. She commanded various insects, swarming, crawling creatures with ants her special preference. The author of these words witnessed the oath of obedience sworn by cultists of Ziagna with his own eyes. The witless initiate was forced to meditate while sitting atop an anthill. Oh my god. However, the human sacrifices being carried out by these foolish brethren around the little town I was serving in at the time were far from amusing. It required no small effort to destroy the cultists, who had been summoning ravenous swarms and spreading madness in the name of their mistress. So what became of her? What fate befell Isiagna? The particulars are unknown, but consensus holds that the mistress of the crawling swarm ran afoul of the master of the flying swarm, the far more powerful demon lord Deskari. Only Lamastu's intersection saved her daughter from death, but not from abasement and the loss of her powers. Consequently, most of her followers forsook for the cult of the Mother of Beasts. Today, Ziagna is worshipped by a handful of individuals who possess a stubborn predilection for sitting on anthills, and even to them she can grant only minor spells. I was expecting, like half the text was nice when describing the difference between hell and abyss and the hierarchy, then I didn't care for it. Temples of Yomidai, Father Elorian's Guide for Neophytes. Traveler, if the road ever takes you to the outskirts of Kenabres, do not shy away from taking a few more steps and entering the city proper. Apart from the ramparts and the fortifications that stand unshaken, bearing the path of humanity's foes and the noble orders that keep their watch against the forces of evil, Kenabres holds a treasure of a different sort. In days of old, in the fire and the upheaval of the Second Crusade, it became the site for the first and the most crucial of the wardstones, sacred obelisks that have the power to avert the demonic scourge, no matter how accursed it may be. No evil creature can pass between two such stones that now stand along the edges of the Worldwound and shelter the peace of all Golarion. Even vile demonic magics are powerless against them, for the abyss cannot cross the unseen curtain of the Wardstones. Should you arrive at the right time and be virtuous and respectful towards those who guard the Wardstone, you shall be granted the great honor of sharing in one of the rituals that support the magical strength of that holiest obelisk. This artifact and the spells invested in it are most sacred, for every Wardstone was raised by the herald of Yomidai himself, the closest of her servants. Yomidai himself, the closest of her servants? One who is selflessly devout to the Inheritor's cause and the Crusader's great mission. Isn't Yomidai female? I think it appears as a female goddess. It's a goddess. Maybe it's... I don't know. And even if you cannot reach the Wardstone, do honor Yomidai's splendor in one of Kenabres' churches and pay thus your respects to the humankind's protector and the sacrifices made by the Crusaders for the good of our world. Alright? Alright. We have read this. Tome of the Minotaur, Sermons from the Labyrinth. Okay. Alright. We've read all the books. Time to do some shopping, buy some supplies, I guess. So I made up my mind. I will use this dude because I like him so much. I've given a bit of thought about who I want to lose between Wolfie and Camellia. I would like to keep Wolfie because I prefer him as a personality. I think between compared to Camellia. Camellia I don't hate, but I'm not sure how I feel about yours so far, and I don't like that she's so secretive and she has undetectable stuff here. Like I'm smelling a cultist. You know what I mean? I'm smelling a cultist or something. I can't put my finger on it. Or an infiltrator or something like that. I don't know. And I have a thing about people that NPCs, companions that I don't know. Something unpredictable I feel will happen with her. And I like permanent companions, so that's why I would prefer Wolfie. He's a criminal, of course. That's the thing I don't like about him. Again, neither of these two I would die on a hill for them, but I decided that I want to keep Camellia because she has divine spells, you know. Between other things, she's a full caster, I think. A lot of spell selection with buffs and very useful stuff that I really want to have with me. Restores protection from alignment, from energy, communal, you know, stuff like that. Remove the paralysis, all that stuff. Animate dead, of course. And I think there's a stronger version afterwards, rank 5, I don't remember. The heals, the blesses, you know, the usual cleric stuff that I like. She's also very tanky. I was thinking about making her ranged because of her high dexterity. I'm not sure. On the other hand, with her hexes, on top of her hexes, which are very useful, you know, like I think all around she's more useful than a glass cannon like him, although he can use spells and stuff. And yeah, no, he's good, he's not bad at all. He's more than a glass cannon because he can buff himself a lot. Anyway, yeah, I will keep Camellia. So, it's time to strip Wolfie of his possessions. Plus 3 component bonus to stealth skill checks. So, this will go to our friend Ulbricht here. He will be our stealth guy from now on. Deflection. Deflection. I could use it actually. Or even, she already has one. I will use it, thank you. Thank you. And I will take the bracers of armor off of you. Can she use it? Why? It doesn't stack with armor. Doesn't stack with armor. He can use it. He's already wearing. You will use it then. Yeah, we said you have already armor. But if your armor expires, you will use it, I guess. For now, you take it. Maybe I should give him... he already has, we said. Yeah, you keep that. What else? Amulet of Natural Armor. Can I use it? I can actually. Thank you. Or maybe I should give it to him. For now. Does this stack with mage armor? Come on. No, Wait, I have two? Oh, I already have one, that's why. Who else can I use it on? She's wearing an amulet that she won't take off. I can use it with you, probably. But I think... Or her. I can use it on her to tank a bit better. Fuck you all, I will keep it. I'm the main character. What's this? Cloak of Resistance. You already have good saves. I have one. Ah, you are using the cloak, huh? Don't see any difference here. What happened? Ah, there is a difference. Stealth skill checks. I mean, I can use it on her. You can keep this on for now. What? Ah, this is a Cloak of Resistance and Stealth skill check. Awesome. Just realized. Awesome, awesome. Fucking hell, good. Very good. Anything else you want to give us, Wolfie? Yes. You want to give us that, and that, and that. What am I using for range? Nothing, yeah? Here, my friend, have a ranged weapon. You already have one. And, where is it? Have this here, and get your buff to the lockpicking. Alright, we're done. Bye bye, Wolfie, for now at least. Yes? Yes. Great. Give me that as well. Beautiful. Let's save. Let's continue with our shopping. Let's buy some scrolls. I want to buy a lot of let's go by price. I want to buy a lot of bless and heal and the extend meta magic. I don't know who I'm gonna use it on, but definitely buying this. Alright, let's buy a bunch of scrolls here. Remove fear, let's have a bunch of those too. Light wounds, yes please. Scroll of doom, bane, protection from evil, sickness. If the subject is already under the influence of one of these effects, when receiving the spell, the effect is suppressed. Yes. Give me that. These are a bit more expensive. Can bypass damage, eh? Let's buy. No, not this. The good aligned. Bark skin I like. Give me. Give me mirror image. We have some money. Okay. Oh, not all of them. Not all of them. Dispel magic. Let's have protection from energy communal. Where is it? There is it. Don't see it. Protection from acid communal. Ah, this gives you immunity. This gives you resist. Fuck. Oh, there goes my money, eh? Maybe buy a bit less. Ah, there's no resist all the elements. Give me a couple of restorations. Can I sell anything? Actually. I think I've sold everything. What else? Raised dead. I definitely need a couple of restorations. Maybe I should cut down on some of these ones, huh? I didn't buy protect from energy. That's too bad. Maybe sell some weapons. I hate it that I spend all my money on scrolls instead of weapons and stuff. I don't know why I'm keeping all these weapons, all this medium armor breastplate. Let's sell this.
What do you wish?
What do I wish? Let's keep them for now. Let's keep this. Yeah, we'll sell this one. Ah, 0 armored. Oh, no. Never mind. Okay. I'll just sell this for now. And if something I see that I really want, I guess cancel the rest. Let's keep this sword for now. Cold iron, that's the most important. All right. When the wearer of this ring is blood rage and casts a spell, the save DC of the spell increases by 1. Yeah. Alright. Let's save the rest of the money. We don't have resist the elements, but... Do I have anything? No, I don't have resist. Any potions? Magic Fan gives all natural weapons or unarmed strikes +1 enhancement bonus on attacks. Do I have holy water? Let's have some holy water. Bull strength, God's grace. We're going to do more expensive stuff now. Serious wounds, displacement. Yeah, we don't have money for that stuff. Protection from fire. Okay. Alright, now we're almost done. Let's see if anyone has anything to tell us. Alright. Greetings. Let's talk to Camellia. So you are Horgus's daughter. You've discovered my most terrible secret. Father cares so much about the girl name that he raised me in our mansion, hiding me away from the whole world. I'll always be grateful to my father for everything he's done for me, even if Mendev society disapproves of some of his decisions. Would it be insolent of me to beg for your discretion regarding what you know about us? I think I've already told you, yes. It's alright, your secret is safe with me. Ah, she raised her in the mansion, but he was hiding her away So what, she was secluded in the mansion? But she's free to walk around now. What happened? I don't understand. Camelia's words are polite, but her tone grows cold and sharp. Let us keep this as our little secret. I assure you, my father and I appreciate loyalty and decency. For both myself and my father, I thank you for your understanding. Sure. Oh, finally, there is the... Because I was wondering, in their house, I found so many instruments of torture and stuff like that, and I wanted to ask. There it is. Great. I found a number of interesting implements and accessories in your house. What about that? How kind of you to share that we've gone through the worm's dirty laundry and drawn some bizarre conclusions. If you value my company, please refrain from making such insinuations in the future. Okay, okay. Calm down. Calm down. Let's go to talk to the child here. Anything? No. Next. You. Nothing. Actually, not nothing, because sometimes I remember from Kingmaker, even if these were not black, they were grey. He had, please examine the items I'm carrying. We don't have anything. Okay. Actually, why can't I? Where are... Oh, please examine. Tell me about its previous owner. The storyteller touches the knife. Hanger, my many legs bring me to the lair. Ah, okay, I've read this before. Okay. Nothing here then. Next, we talk to Camellia. Ulbrich we talk to. Nothing. Wolfie. Nothing. Who else? Nivea. Nothing. Lan. Nothing. Horse. The horse doesn't talk, unfortunately. This shelf here, anything? No. Okay, so I guess Sheila. You? Nothing. Nothing. Don't forget about Finian. Nothing. Nothing then. Okay. Well then, we'll just rest. Or should I rest? I have spells. No, I won't rest. I'm okay. I wanted to be fresh when we attack the fortress, the garrison. Okay, let's talk to Irabeth. What is our strategy for the attack on the Greek garrison? I shall lead the rest of my forces in a frontal assault. This will distract the enemy enough to let you use the secret passage and reach the wardstone. Destroy it before the demons turn Iomida's gift into a weapon of the abyss. Most of the allies you found will join my forces, but you can expect a certain amount of support from them. The problem with Desnans is that you never know what to expect from those daydreamers. Their honorable prior, Ramian, claims he has had a vision in which his goddess was putting demons to sleep. I'd like to hope it wasn't merely a dream. The Order of the Flaming Lance counts among its members both valiant knights and masters of the occult. We are about to test an experimental ritual they've developed. Should it all go according to plan, your party will have a serious advantage during the battle at the Great Garrison. In these dark days, the most unlikely allies join forces to fight a common foe. All tieflings are treated with prejudice in Kinabras, let alone the smugglers and the thieves of their kind. And yet they are on our side, and I'll make sure their contribution is not forgotten after the victory. They'll be of little use in open combat, but they'll help you spot secret doors and warn you about traps. Maybe I should have brought the mongrels upstairs as well. She talked about Remian. Is Remian here? Is he here? The horse is here. That's what matters. Remian... Maybe he's outside. Let's go outside for a bit.
It is laid as directed.
Maybe there are more people outside because I always look inside the tavern, but... Ah, there you go. I forgot there is a merchant outside with weapons and stuff. And I'm wasting my money on goddamn scrolls and potions. Oh my god, I hate this fucking cameraman. Where is he? Somewhere near the golem. Where is the golem? Where is the golem? Oh, there is Remian. Oh shit. Remian's face is deceptively serene. It would be easy to think that the Aasimar has been lounging around, but his rolled up sleeves and the traces of blood on his fingers reveal that he barely stopped to catch his breath before going to help the injured. Oh, it's you, praise Desna. I said we would meet again. Did you really know about the demon attack before it happened? I did. We have a secret ally in the... Oh. Yeah, already read that. They have an undercover on the demon side. A secret ally in the enemy's ranks. Ah, I mean amongst the cultists, not the demons, okay. Okay. So all this we already know. Tell me about the strange rituals that were going to be performed on the Wardstone. When my attempts to open Halon's eyes ended in failure, a few of my young adepts resolved to take matters into their own hands. They did not consult me. Okay, I've read all this. It's the same dialogues. No ill intent, but they only wish to access the Wardstone in secret and try to cleanse it. Okay. The Inquisitors detained them, almost killed them. I had to intervene. I used my authority, my power as a cleric, to give them a chance to flee. They killed one of his disciples, though. I don't remember his name. That wizard, what was he? Mage. And I wanted to tell him that, but there's no option, I guess. What are you doing here? I'm doing what people are doing all over the city, healing the injured, comforting the grieving, counseling the lost. Alas, the goddess did not gift me the ability to resurrect the dead. The Aasimar offers a sad smile. This tavern may be the city's last stronghold of resistance against the demons, our last hope. We cannot let it slip away. How can you help us when we attack the Grey Garrison? Oh, Raymond gives you a cryptic smile. You know, Tesna is an unpredictable goddess. Who knows how she will come to the aid of her faithful children? I had a dream where she sang the demons a lullaby and they fell into a deep sleep, just like innocent babes. What do you think, my dreams? Augurs. That's all, I suppose. Anyone else? Survivors? How is their morale? Today we're alive, but what about tomorrow? The tieflings. Oh, didn't expect this. Look who it is! The tiefling raises a hand in greeting. Who would have thought that I'd end up in the Crusader army? Go figure. Did Dirabeth accept you? With open arms. She knows exactly who I am and where I'm from, but she's come down with a convenient case of amnesia where I'm concerned. And who can blame her? The city is in a bad way. You don't turn down help in a situation like this, no matter what quarter it comes from. How can you help us with the attack on the Garrison? I'll tell you straight. We are not getting involved in any fighting. Warriors we ain't. But we can scout, sneak right under the demons' noses, look for traps and hidden doors. In other words, we can smooth the path for your whole operation. And then all you'll have to do is go in there and bump off the demons. Nothing to it. You are thieflings, weren't you with Kerimze and the rest of them? Looky here, somebody seems very well informed. You even know the name of our leader. When things started heating up, Sister Kerimze betrayed us all. Now it's every tiefling for himself. We are all scrambling to claim our share and get the hell out of here. We are supposed to meet in a pre-arranged location, the ones who survived, that is. We went to the Great Garrison to get our stash, and look how that turned out. One of the gang got trapped in the rubble. So here's your answer. It's now every man for himself, and that means that we are all free to do what we want. I wish they were highlighted differently. The mod tries to help with that, but not for this one. I would like him to be highlighted, for example, because he's a trader and he gets lost in all the other generic NPCs, you know. I almost missed him. Scrawny, energetic, antsy, like I would miss him. I wouldn't have this dialogue. It was not an important dialogue, but you know, someone created this dialogue, so why not make it more apparent? Crusader Wizards. What's this? Oh. Canabras Crusaders. Okay. Also, what's up with the visibility, man? Like, the dudes are right there and I can't see them now. I don't know.
This is how it was meant to be. Let no one bar our path.
Let's talk to the trader here. Unfortunately, I think I should be saving money, and I'm not. I'm not doing a good job. +2 necrotic. Merry-go-round. Maybe go around. Detainer. Okay. No money for these things. Living ram. For example, I want to buy this for Camellia. Yes. Light shield. $6K. Need a couple of thousand for these ones. Armor of Vigilance. +1 leather armor grants the wearer +4 bonus to AC against sneak attacks. I don't have the money though. Let's sell a couple of weapons. Let's sell a couple of weapons. Or better yet, what are you wearing? Already wearing a hide armor. Can Camellia use this? It's cold iron too. This is not cold iron. We'll sell this. Marching Terror. This is a nice one. Let's keep the cookery. Let's sell this too. Camellia, my dear. Ah, it's exotic, this one. It's exotic. We'll keep the hammer then. But this mace will sell. Whatever doesn't have cold, we will be selling. What about this? Let's keep this for now. Critical hit deals an additional damage to Constitution. Critical hit. How many times is gonna do a critical hit? It does more damage though. And has a better threat range for criticals, this one.
I fear nothing.
To be honest, I would like the buckler for Camellia, but that's a nice buckler. On the other hand, the effects are not that good. On a critical hit, they are affected with the effect of mirror. I would much prefer if he had a simple +1 buckler. It would be like very cheap. Okay, we're definitely buying this. The light shield. Don't know if I want it. For now, I don't have anyone. If I am to use a shield with Camellia, I want it to be heavy shield. Yeah. Let's not do any expenses we don't need to. For now. Oh my god, stop. Stop doing that. Excellent. I didn't see the weapons. Do you have any weapons? Ah, yes, I did see the weapons. No need to. Right now, we don't have money. Next time I will have money though. I will come to take a look at the weapons. In general though, I shouldn't be... On the other hand, yeah, I shouldn't be investing too heavily into magic weapons because they are all +1 and stuff. So even if a weapon has a nice secondary effect, let's say, on the long run it's gonna be replaced with a better enhancement weapon, so... Alright. We are ready for the attack. Die rest. Should I rest first? I'm not sure. Let's do the rest. Let's be fresh. Why? Why 15 hours? Or maybe I shouldn't. No, I will reload. If I need to rest, I will rest there. I hope I can rest in the... inside the Great Garrison. Let's just talk to Irabeth and begin the attack.